All right, this is a great problem. So you're going to rent a car, and they are charging you $100 for the week. Then they're going to charge you $10 per mile. So it's asking you to express the weekly cost to rent the car, F, as a function of the number of miles driven during the week, X. So there's nothing to draw for this problem, but we're going to write a function here, f of x, and we want it in terms of a weekly rate. So how much are you paying for this car? Well, we know we're paying $100. Okay, just to get off the lot, you're paying $100. But then every mile you go, you're adding more to that $100. So what you're adding is a certain amount per mile. Now, my miles are going to be X, because I don't know how many miles I'm driving. And the amount per mile is 10 cents. So this is 10 cents times every mile X. Okay, and this is part A. This is a function for a weekly rate for this rental car. And then they're going to go further into this question, and they're going to say, how many miles did you drive if you're paying $125? Okay, so let me remind you, this X here is the number of miles, and the f of x is going to be your weekly cost. This is weekly cost. So what they're telling us here is that this $125 is our weekly cost. We're paying $125 for the week. Let's go back and find out how many miles. Now, you could just count them on your fingers. 1 mile would be $100 plus 10 cents. 2 miles would be $100 plus 20 cents. But, you could be there forever doing that. So we're going to work the smart way. We're going to plug in 125 as my weekly cost. And then we're going to use our algebra to find what the x is. All right, let's find the x. Here's the grumpy old x. He wants to be all by himself. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to subtract 100 from both sides of the equal sign. On the left-hand side, 125 minus 100, 25. And then on the right-hand side, well, this cancels. 100 minus 100 is 0. So we have 0.10 times x. One more step to get this grumpy old x all by himself. It's with 0.10 times x, so to get rid of that multiplication, we're going to divide. Divide the left side by 0.1. Divide the right side by 0.1. Get your calculator. You're going to get 250 equals x. Okay? Always ask yourself when you see questions like this, does it make sense? Okay? Would you expect to pay $125 to rent a car for a week? Sure. It sounds about right. It sounds like a good deal. Right? And could you drive 250 miles in a week? Sure. No reason to question this.